Corpus Christi, ready to hit the beach. You have your sunscreen on, your plans made, and then just like that, the clouds roll in, thunder cracks, and rain starts pouring down. And now you're stuck in the car watching your whole day get washed out. The beach is in an ocean, your outdoor plans are off the table, and now you're left thinking, now what? Well, don't worry, because in this video, I'm going to be sharing 10 ways to turn a rainy day into a good one. Whether you're a local or you're just visiting. Hey everyone, I'm Lezli Milner, a local realtor here in Corpus Christi, and I create weekly videos about what it's like to live here and of course talk about the real estate market. So let's get into it. And I just want to be clear, not every rainy day here in Corpus is going to be a total wash. If there is no lightning in the forecast, then you can still hit the beach, you can still go fishing, or even get some gardening in while the temps cool off a little bit. But if it's one of those all-day storms and you're just looking to stay dry, I'm about to share over 10 ways to still make the most out of your rainy day here in Corpus. To kick things off, I'm going to cover indoor activities because let's be honest, when it's raining out and you're trying to make the most out of your day, staying dry is usually priority number one. Now, one of the top spots to visit on a rainy day here in Corpus is the Texas State Aquarium. While it does have a few outdoor features, the majority of the main exhibits are going to be completely indoors, making it a great place to stay dry while you're still enjoying the largest aquarium in the state of Texas. From the Caribbean Journey exhibit, which features everything from exotic birds and reptiles in a walk-through jungle, and you also have a tunnel surrounded by tropical fish and sharks. It is a fun and memorable experience. Then you have the Dolphin Bay, which is a large indoor viewing area where you can watch the dolphins swim and play. And with so much more to explore throughout the aquarium, it's an ideal rainy day escape for both locals and visitors alike. There's also places to grab a bite to eat inside the aquarium, so you can easily make an afternoon of it without having to leave for a snack or for lunch. But just keep in mind that tickets can get a little pricey, especially for larger families, but it is one of those places that really does offer a full experience. Now, if you're thinking that you're going to be visiting more than once, it might be worth looking into getting a membership, which can help save you some money over time. Now, the USS Lexington is another great option. A lot of people think of it being outdoors, but most of what you're going to be exploring is inside the ship. But just keep in mind that getting from the parking lot to the entrance involves walking across the deck, which can get a little slick in the heavier rainfall, so maybe avoid it during storms with strong winds just to be safe. The Lexington also has an escape room that you can check out, but I will touch on that a little bit later in the video. And since these two major attractions are right down the road from one another and located on North Beach, it is known that North Beach, when it rains, it tends to have some flooding on the roads, so just keep that in mind if you do go over to that area. If you rather keep things low-key, the Art Museum of South Texas is another great rainy day spot. It's quiet and relaxing, and honestly, the view from inside is pretty awesome. And what a lot of people don't realize is that there's also a restaurant right inside called Elizabeth's at the Art Museum. It has big windows that overlook the water, and the food and drinks are pretty solid, so even if you're not in the mood to walk through the whole museum, it is worth stopping in just to enjoy the atmosphere, grab a bite, or even a drink or two. Now, just a short drive away in downtown Corpus is K-Space Contemporary, which is another great option if you're into art, or you just want to check out something a little bit different. It's a smaller, non-profit gallery that features rotating exhibits from the regional and emerging artists, and it has a more laid-back, creative feel compared to the museum in my opinion. They often host community art events, pop-ups or installations that change out pretty frequently, so there's usually something new to see. And it also is free to visit, and you don't need to set a ton of time aside, making it a perfect quick stop if you're already downtown. Retro is another cool downtown spot, and if you're into vintage games or you just want something a little different, this place is worth checking out. It's a local barcade, which means you got a full service bar alongside pinball machines, classic arcade games, and even some console gaming setups. The vibe is very nostalgic. Think Pac-Man, Galaga, skee-ball, but with craft drinks and music that gives it a fun, laid-back energy. It's definitely more of an adult hangout, but it doesn't feel overly loud or overcrowded. It's the kind of place where you can go grab a drink, challenge your friends to a game of Street Fighter, and just chill out while the rain does its thing outside. Plus, it is located downtown, so you're close to other bars and restaurants if you want to make a full day or night out of it. Now, if you're looking for something with a similar arcade vibe, but more geared towards families or younger kids, then Dave & Buster's is your spot. It's completely indoors, and it has a huge game floor with everything from racing simulators to claw machines and basketball hoops. And there's also a full menu and bar, so whether you're there with your kids or you just want to hang out and play some games over appetizers and drinks, it checks a lot of the boxes. Now, it does get a little louder and more chaotic than Retro, especially on the weekends, but it is a solid rainy day pick when you want something fun, high energy, and that works for all ages. Another solid option would be to go catch a movie. Here in Corpus, we've got an AMC, a Century 16, and an Alamo Drafthouse. Now, the Drafthouse is more than just a movie theater though. You can grab dinner, a drink, and catch a film all without leaving your seat. They often have indie films or even throwback movies playing, so it is a little different than your average theater experience. Also, I'm pretty sure you've seen this famous popcorn guy online, and funny enough is that video was recorded inside our Century 16 theater, and he's worked there for over a decade, so be sure to go show him some support. And of course, there's always bowling, whether you go to Bowlerio here in Corpus or make the drive to CM Lanes and Aransas Pass. It's all indoors and always a solid rainy day backup plan, no matter how hard it's coming down outside. But just know Bowlerio is a place where you will pay per person, per game, and CM Lanes you pay per the hour. Now, one thing to note is that there are bowling leagues here, and these places can get busy or be shut down depending on the day and the time, so I would call ahead before going to either spot. Now, if you're not in the mood for anything crazy, then I have a few chill spots that are perfect for kicking back and enjoying the slower pace of a rainy day. First up, coffee. Whether you're catching up on work, you're reading a book, or you just want to people watch, Coffee Waves, Island Joe's, and the Coffee Mug are a few local favorites here. They've all got a cozy vibe and plenty of space to hang out, especially when the weather makes everything just feel a little bit slower. Now, for my Harry Potter fans out there, the Coffee Mug is a Harry Potter themed coffee shop here in Corpus, so if you're a fan of that, then I would definitely check it out. And after you've made the rounds at the local coffee spots, you might also want to swing by Central Kitchen, especially if you're already downtown Corpus. It has a very welcoming atmosphere with modern, clean design, but what really makes it stand out is their in-house bakery. From their croissants to their scones and other fresh pastries, everything there is made from scratch, and you can really taste the difference. It is a great spot to warm up with the cappuccino and something sweet while you're watching the rain from inside. Whether you're going solo or you're meeting up with a friend, it is one of those places that just feels like a little cozy landing spot on a gloomy day. Also, for my book lovers out there, if you want to browse around and stay dry at the same time, then Barnes & Noble or Half Price Books is always a good move. It's very easy to lose track of time in there, flipping through books, movies, or even vinyl. Plus, it is a great place to go solo if you just want to escape the rain for a little bit. Now, if you're learning more towards a local beer and a laid-back vibe, then Nueces Brewing and Barbecue and Lazy Beach Brewing are two great places to check out when the weather is not cooperating. Nueces Brewing is located downtown Corpus, and it has a cool industrial vibe with indoor seating, craft beer brewed on site, and some solid barbecue to go with it. It's all indoors, so even if it is pouring outside, you have a dry spot to hang out, grab a pint, and enjoy some comfort food. Lazy Beach Brewing on the south side of Corpus has more of an indoor-outdoor setup. There's a covered patio that can still work in light rain, and inside you're gonna find a chill, welcoming space with plenty of local beers on tap. The crowd is usually pretty mellow, and if the weather clears up, they'll often have food trucks parked out front or sometimes a small event going on. It's a great spot to ride out the rain or wait for a break in the clouds with a drink in your hand. If you're all about staying active or you just want to switch some things up, there are plenty of creative indoor options around Corpus that are perfect for a rainy day. Trampoline parks like Urban Air and Jumping World are great for both kids and adults, with foam picks, dodgeball, obstacle courses, and plenty of space to move around. It's the kind of place that helps everyone burn off some energy when the weather isn't cooperating. And here's something that a lot of people don't know, is that Jumping World actually has an attached space called the JW Bar and Grill, and it's more than just a little bar and food spot. They've got pool tables, dartboards, and shuffleboards, so while the kids are jumping, adults can relax and have a little bit of fun too. It's one of those unexpected places that really does have a little something for everyone, and if you're into playing pool and you want some more options, there are a few pool halls around town, places like Fast Eddie's, Rich Billiards, and there are several neighborhood bars that have a laid-back vibe, some decent food and drinks, and enough tables to keep you entertained for a couple of hours, especially when you're looking to stay dry and keep it casual. Now, if you're wanting to stay active but you prefer something maybe a little bit more low-key, you can always drop in for a yoga or a fitness class at local studios like Bayside Pilates, Somos Yoga, and Hotworks. They offer a variety of classes, everything from gentle flow and reformer sessions to more intense hot yoga. It's a great way to stay grounded and feel productive even when the weather keeps you indoors. Now, Corpus does also have some fun escape rooms if you're up for a challenge. The 11th Hour Escape has theme rooms like Captain's Quarters and CIS Coastal Bend. You also have the Lockdown on the Lex, which is a fully immersed escape room experience located right on the USS Lexington, which is something definitely unique to do here. And if you've already tried those, check out Extraordinary Escapes. They also rotate their rooms regularly, so there is something always new to check out. And if you're feeling a little bit more creative, then Painting with a Twist is a fun and relaxed way to spend a rainy afternoon. They'll walk you through the whole painting process step by step, so no experience is needed, and most sessions are BYOB, which makes it a great option for a girls' night or a casual date night where you can sip and paint while the storm passes outside. If you have made it to the end, I appreciate it, and as I mentioned before, not all rainy days here in Corpus are a total wash, but when the weather is not ideal, these would be my top recommendations to get out of the house. If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit that subscribe button below, give this video a like, and tap that little notification bell so that way you can stay updated with all my weekly videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.